Okay, we're back for hole number 9, the final hole. Now with this particular hole, I was switching back and forth between the Thor's hammer and the extra mile. Reason being, I never had a Thor's hammer 5 plus with this particular account. So I suggest if you don't have a Thor's 5 and you have a Thor's 4, like I believe we have here, then you go with this shot. It's a extra mile shot. I don't like using the extra mile. I'd prefer to use a Thor because the Thor's got high accuracy. So if you great ball it, you'll be safe still. But if you great ball with this extra mile, you could run into a little bit of trouble. So, but anyways, if you don't have much choice, then you got to stick with this extra mile. Extra mile 8-2 for the distance. One full top, full left. So you, of course, you want to use the Kingmaker here. And we got the yellow touch in the rough, and we're adjusting this at plus 20% max distance of the club. So even though it looks like if we great ball it to the left here, we'll be in big trouble. We won't, because the yellow, it's because of the adjustment here in the elevation. So we're going to give this a slight bit of overpower. So you can see bottom of ball is in the thick part of the adjustment circle. That's how much overpower we want to give it. That's roughly about 3 rings of overpower, I believe. So let's take a look at my overpower again. Full top, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top, 3 right. Yellow touch in the rough, 20% elevation here. So if you adjust this at 10% elevation, you could be into trouble if you great ball it to the left. So that's why we're going 20% elevation. You can see the bottom of the ball is pretty much in the thick part of that adjustment circle. And look at the curl. This is how much curl you want to give it. Not too much, not too little. Because if you give it too much, you're going to hit this rough patch there. And if you don't give it enough, you're going to go into the rough on the right-hand side there. So that sets us up nicely at 396. Let's take a look at how we play the second shot. And then I will see if I can find the first shot with Thor's hammer for you. Now this is the second shot. You want to use the sniper here, is what I like to use. And what I prefer to do here is go 5 back, 2 left. Now you can see we're at max distance of the club. We're set right at max. So we give it 5 back, 2 left. And look what happens when we move it up. It's not going into the hole. It's not going where we want it to. So we have to kind of tweak the adjustment a little bit just to get it inside the hole. And I want to play basically right of flag, if you can, if at all possible. This looks like it's center of hole. And we played this at, I believe, minus 15%. Like I said, you can play this between minus 15 and minus 20. I was having success playing it at minus 20, and I was also having success with minus 15. But you can see we got a push from the right to the left here. So that's why I was trying to play right of flag just a little bit. And we did get the albatross, minus 15, minus 20 elevation. And trying to get it at 5 back, 2 left. So let's get the Thors here if we can. I'm going to show you here my bag. There it is, Thors 4. So yeah, that's why we went with the extra mile here. Let's get you a shot with the Thor's 5. Okay, welcome back. This is with the Thor's 5. Now, with this shot here, it's basically the same setup. Just moving the yellow out a little bit. We got the red halfway inside the rough. And we're going to give this 5.5 topspin. So 5.5 top, full left, red halfway inside the rough. 20% max distance of the club once again. And of course the Thor's 5 is only what, 232 yards? It's not as much as the extra mile, so you're going to have to give it a little bit more overpower here. You can tell we've got a little bit more overpower than the extra mile, and we hit perfect. But like I mentioned, I like this because it's got high accuracy, so when you're going into overpower, you know, there's a little bit of leeway there. So let's see what we hit. 391. Not quite as far as the extra mile. And you can see we hit the extra mile 396. We hit this 391. But this still don't lead us into trouble with our second shot. You think, okay, it's 5 yards less. That's going to lead us into trouble. We're not going to make the second shot. But we did make the second shot, and we were far enough. Reason being is because it's a different angle towards the hole. You can see with the extra mile we were more to the right, more closer to the rough on the right. But with this Thor's hammer we were more to the left, even though we used the same amount of curl. So you can see we're at max. You can see we still had enough. And we can see we're going with 5 and 1.5 here, because we got a little bit different angle than we have with the extra mile here. So we're going with 5 and 1.5 left, and we're going with a max minus 15% with this one here. I believe we're going minus 15% with this particular Thor's hammer because we have a different angle, and we went minus 20% with the extra mile. And we hit perfect. And it comes in nicely. And we got ourselves an albatross. So that's it. Tournament's over. I hope these holes help in the future. That's basically why I'm putting them out, for future content. All you have to do is type in Shiruba Springs and you'll find all these holes. Or the Milano, I believe, was also played with this Night Sky tournament. So that's it for this tournament. I'm going to be putting out some rookie content here. Exact same thing. Thanks for watching. Good luck with the next tournament coming up, folks. And take care of yourselves. Bye for now.